Know your words and stop burning your properties with fire. There are some attitudes, behavior, or character that does not support throwing of words. But
Burning of properties with fire in which we have indulged ourselves.
in any project or activities we want to embark on, the safety mayor, proactive action, procedure, and control must be considered. Consideration of this safety measure will help in preventing or reducing occurrence of any accidents or damages into minimum damage. It will speak well of an investor investing on multi-million naira projects, let alone multi-billion naira projects, without considering safety measure. We shall not run at loss. The knowledge of whatever we want to dive into is very important. It is as important as the reward or the outcome of the project we want to dive into.
So let us find and make use of knowledge. If possible that we cannot have the knowledge of everything, let us employ the appropriate personnel to each section of our project. We shall not run at loss.
Fire occurrence is the one of serious accidents that can turn an investor into pauper within few hours. So therefore, it is very important for every one of us or for each of our personnel to have at least basic knowledge of preventing or fighting fire. However, the appropriate fire extinguisher like CO2 carbon 2 oxide, DCP, dichlorochemical powder, foam extinguisher, and water extinguisher. The appropriate one out of the extinguisher we have must be selected and be used for each class of the fire we have to avoid the complication of the problem on ground. We shall not be electrocuted.
Using of blankets, sand, fresh leaves, and so on are other means of quenching fire at its incipient stage.
Fire extinguisher can only be used at incipient stage of fire. Otherwise, the fire extinguisher might not be capable of quenching the fire. And mind you, when applying fire extinguisher to quench fire, we aim at the base of fire. That is, we target, we apply our extinguisher. We target where the fire is coming, base of fire, where the fire is burning, where the fire and the combustion material have contact. We aim at that point for us to quench the fire. If not, I mean, when applying the extinguisher on the tongue of fire, it's just wasting of materials, or it won't have any positive effect on the fire. So we aim at the base of fire. Mind you, I said the appropriate fire extinguisher must be selected and be used. It is important to every one of us to have basic knowledge of preventing and fighting fire.
To safeguard our belongings.
This fire has already
To
escalated
this level, using a fire extinguisher is no longer appropriate means of fighting the fire because the extinguisher won't be able to quench the fire, which will only be wasting of materials.
fire hydrant.
It is important to every one of us, especially those having mighty structure, to inculcate the habit of having fire hydrants close to our structure. Yes, fire hydrants usually have space of 100 to 120 meter apart. And fire hydrants are installed as a means for fire brigade to connect their hoses to provide water supply that the fire tender can then use to extinguish fire. Fire hydrants also provides firefighter with immediate access to pressurized water source, typically via a municipal water main. Fire hydrants allows firefighter to connect their hoses and tackle fire immediately.
However, with the help of fire service, it is the duty of government or community to provide fire hydrants to our streets. But if I may ask you, if government fail to do the necessity to protect your life, will you not try your best to protect your life and your properties? Drop your response. Comment section. Through your words, not burning your property.